I'm going to hit the record button. If you guys miss anything while you're going through this, I am recording it. If you are really nice, I will send you a replay of this, and I think it's going to benefit you in a huge way. I'm going to give you guys a lot of content. I'm going to give you a lot of information here, and it's going to be incredibly impactful if and only if, guess what? Can anybody guess in the comments section? How is this stuff going to be beneficial to you? Let's see. Does anybody got it? Yeah, you actually use it. And so if you're here and you're just here to listen, you don't really have any intention on getting more organized, getting more systems and processes in place, helping you get more organized, I'm going to save you the hour or two, however long we're going to be here. And just go drink a beer, do whatever it is that you're going to do for the rest of the afternoon. If you are serious about getting more organized in your business, you're serious about making your life easier, you're serious about getting time back with your family, if you're sick of running the rat race, a lot of you left corporate jobs to be realtors, to be marketers, to be whoever you are, because this is open to the public, but you find yourself working 60, 80 hours a week, running that rat race, as I like to call it. You have to do the work. Like I'm going to get you your time back, and I'm going to show you live on this training how to do all of those things. But if you don't implement anything that I show you, it's freaking irrelevant, right? That's just it. So my name is Grant Wise. For those of you that are on here that don't know me, I'm not going to go into my spiel. I'm not going to go into my story. If you guys want to look me up, you can connect with me. Connect with me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, LinkedIn, Pinterest, pretty much any social platform that you would like to, at Grant Wise ENT. So facebook.com/Grant Wise ENT. And we can connect. I'd happy to tell you my story, but I got a lot of training to cram into however long this is going to take. Again, make sure that you have your pen and paper handy. Writing, don't forget this. Writing is the doing part of thinking. And writing stuff out is going to help you remember it 100%. Sorry, I got somebody that's messaging me. Cool. So without further ado, is everybody is everybody supposed to Tori? Yeah, this webinar is for everybody. This is not closed to any specific group of people. This is everybody has problems, and this is, I guess, the first lesson that you guys can learn from this training is that there are core foundational principles that are involved in business and marketing. Whether you're selling pizza or you're selling $1 million properties, there are core foundational principles that exist. A business is a business. A process is a process. Marketing is marketing. And those foundational principles don't change. The only thing that changes is the application of said business, said market, said whatever. So one favor that I'm going to ask you guys is that if you find like anything that I say really hits home, it's like, oh man, that's golden information, share it. I want you to go to Facebook. I want you to go to Twitter. I want you to go to Instagram. I want you to go wherever it is on the interwebs that you like to do your social business, and share this information, because people need to hear this, especially after I went through doing the case study with Lauren Taylor before, like in preparation for all of this stuff. To have her in tears and talking about where she was and where she is now, just from getting organized, blows my mind. And more people need to hear this. So like, comment, share anything we put out your favorite quotes, tag me in it. Let's continue the conversation. Let's have more people that need to hear this message see what you guys are taking away. So please don't hesitate to share a lot of this stuff. We can only have 40 people in there. Guess you guys are lucky that you're on here. I guess we've maxed out our seating on this training. Sorry. Hold on one second. Cool. So how many of you struggle? You're here, so I know the answer to this question, 50. How many of you have had some like serious issues in the past? Let me know in the comments section. This is a safe place, guys. You can interact, you can talk, we can have conversation and dialogue. How many of you have had your biggest issues around organization, communication, time, delegation, training, all of those different types of things? Let's hear it. Delegation is a huge issue. You guys are going to learn. Organization and time, yes, 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 yes. All of the above, everything. Cool, 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 cool. So there are 4 core topics that I'm going to be talking about. I'm going to be talking about the generic topic of organization, and then I'm going to be talking about communication in your business, not necessarily communication with clients, but communication in your business. I'm going to be talking about time. And then I'm going to be talking about how you guys can automate yourself with video, how you can get organized with video, and how you can delegate and train with video. Okay, so there's 4 core topics that I'm going to be talking about. Yeah. Sorry, I have like a million people that are messaging me. So just, you have my attention, but I need to make sure they know that this is recorded. Yeah, cool, cool, cool. Sorry for everybody. You guys are freaking lucky. Okay, cool. So organization. If you were doing your homework before you got here, you were supposed to make a list of everything that you needed to get done in September. How many of you, by show of I did it's in the comments section, made your list? Everything that you had to get done in the month of September. And then even write out how long was your list. Right? Was it 100 things? Was it 1,000,003 things? Was it like 2 things? One of the things, 76, 30, great, great, great. One of the things that, you work in your business and you have so much stuff going on, organization or not being organized stems from that lack of clarity. A lot of you are waking up every single day and you're running. Wake up at 5. I got up at 5:30 this morning. I wasn't running. I enjoyed myself for 2 hours. Wake up at 5 and you take off running, and then you run back into bed at midnight, and then you do it all over again. You don't get to spend time with your family. You don't get to spend time. You think you're spending time in your business and you're really not. You get analysis paralysis. You're like, I have way too much stuff to do, so I'm just going to scroll Facebook for 3 hours and not do anything, right? How many of you have done that? It's okay. Just raise your hand. I've done it before too. Like, oh my God, I have so much stuff to do. I'm just going to scroll Facebook for 15 hours until the day passes and freaking, hustle grind in my mind. Work so hard today, right? You worked hard mentally, right? Because you were stressing out. You didn't know what to do. You had no idea. Okay, and so what I want you to do, and I'm going to challenge you to do this, is if you didn't write your list out, don't necessarily take this time. You can start if you want to, but write out everything that you have to do in September. You can create the 2 lines, personal, business, and you can create that. You can create the separation. But what do you have to accomplish in the month of September? No matter how minute, no matter how small the detail, to business. What do you have to accomplish? And I'm not, Pete, I'm not necessarily talking about goals. It's great to understand and be really clear on what your goals are. But I'm talking about, what do you have to do? You have 3 contracts, you've got 50,000 showings, you've got kids, you've got meal prep, you've got what, I don't know how each and every one of you live your life, but what do you have to do day in and day out? If you look at my whiteboard right now, okay, I'm going to give you guys a little tour of my office. So hold on one second. If you look at my whiteboard, that's 4 whiteboards, okay? That's 4 whiteboards, 4x8 sheet, floor to ceiling. Those are all things that I have to get done, right? Within like the next week, okay? So it's not necessarily goals, but what do you actually have to accomplish? Maybe it's what do you have to accomplish to achieve those goals? But detail-oriented stuff, you don't want to leave anything out. What do you have to accomplish? What do you have to get done to function as a human being? What do you have to get done to function in business? Okay? Not being organized, not understanding what you're supposed to do every day stems from that lack of clarity, that lack of organization. When it's all out there, okay, everything's clear. You know at least what you have to get done. All right? Then what you get to take a step back and do is prioritize. What's the first thing that I got to do? What's the second thing that I have to do? What's the third, fourth, fifth? Okay? I used to be in your situation. It was a friggin' nightmare. Not to say that your situation's a nightmare, but it sounds like we're all here, right? We're trying to fix it. I would wake up every day. I would take off running. I don't know what I would accomplish in the middle of the day. I just knew that I was freaking tired by the end of it, and I didn't want any more. I would pass out, I would wake up, and I would do it all again, right? How many of you are in that situation? Maybe not as extreme as I was. How many of you are like, I just don't know if I want to do this anymore because this is freaking stressful. I don't know if this is for me anymore because this is stressful. I just don't want to do this anymore, right? And it can be. It can be freaking daunting to wake up every day and know that you have a million things to do, but not have any real clarity on what needs to get done. Okay? So make the list. And this is one of the simplest freaking things to do. And nobody does it, right? When you make the list, it's no longer, it's in my mind. What did I have to get done? What did I have to get done? What do I got to do? What's going on? To, this is it. Like, this is it. I know how to do it. Boom, punched. Boom, punched. Boom, punched. I can go over there after I finish all this stuff. I can erase everything off that whiteboard. And guess what? In 4 days, all the stuff will be gone. And guess what? I'll have a new list of new things that I need to get done, right? I hate going to bed exhausted, not feeling like I'm actually accomplishing priority or task. I hate making lists. I get bored and lose interest. I can't make you guys do any of these things. What I can tell you is that it's freaking simple stuff. It's not your business is so hard. It's not your life is so hard. It's not any of those things. We as human beings have overcomplicated everything. If you ever find yourself in a situation where you're on a private call with me and Robert Harwood, I know you have been, business is simple. Doesn't mean it's not work. And sometimes it doesn't mean it's not hard work, but it is simple. You as a human being, you as a business owner, you as somebody that's been in a job most of your life, make it complicated because you don't typically know what has to be done, right? What I'm trying to help you understand is that simply list building will bring so much organization into your life. And you don't need to sit down once a month. Sit down once a day. You're already scrolling Facebook for an hour every day. I freaking know you are. You can't tell me that you're not. So why not spend 10 minutes list building? This is what I have to do today. And this is what I got to do tomorrow. Does anybody in here know how to eat an elephant? Anybody know? One bite at a time, right? One bite at a time. This isn't about trying to make your life more difficult right now by making you focus and get all the stuff done at once. That's not what this is. But this is, let's build a list, and then let's punch off one thing at a time. What you're going to find, and this is my favorite part, what you're going to find is that your work on a daily basis could be done in 2 hours, could be done in 3 hours. And I know some of you are like, no, it couldn't, but I bet you scrolled Facebook for 3 hours today, okay? Your work could be done in a fraction of the time that you are accomplishing it, okay? There is something that every single one of you is not doing, and that is investing in the moment that you're in, okay? Investing in the moment that you're in. If you're at work, guess what? Be at work. If you're with your family, guess what? Be with your family. If you're with a client, can anybody guess? Be with your client, okay? We create this misorganization. You create this, taking a step back, you want the people in your life to know that you're doing good. You want the people in your life to know that you're working hard. You want the people in your life to fill in the blank. And there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. The problem with that is that you are creating 8 hours of busy work. People say, oh, being busy is BS. I'm busy all the freaking time. It's not BS. I actually get shit done. But you are creating this busy work so that you can go home and be like, yeah, I hustled hard. I freaking grinded it out. I 10x, hustle grind, making all the monies. Like, come on, guys. We're all adults here. And you can be true to yourself. You can be true to me right now. I'm here and I'm calling you out because I know what you're doing, because I've been doing it, not been doing it. Like, I did do it and I stopped doing it. And what I want to help you understand is not necessarily how to build a business like mine, but what I said at the beginning of this. There are core foundational principles that exist in business and marketing. I do want to help you understand how you can step out of your business and still bring in large sums of money. And I think that's why you guys are here too. It starts with doing simple things like this. You don't know how to start, so that's what I'm trying to help you understand. Start with a list. Simple as that. Now I know what I got to get done. Okay, I want you guys to introduce these softwares into your life. Okay, there is Asana, ASANA.com. I'm going to type these in the comments section. Asana.com. I did not mean to send that to you privately, Wade. Hold on. Sorry. Should got to change my everyone settings. Okay, Asana.com. There is Trello.com. And there is Todoist.com. Okay, what you can do is just go check out those 3 softwares and make a decision. Okay, make a decision on what it is that you, which software you'd like to go with. Now, this webinar is maxed out and people are messaging me like, I don't want to leave, but I can't, I don't want to lose my spot. Asana is something that I use, and I freaking love Asana. I think it's great software. All of these different apps, all of these different softwares, they're free, and they all have apps that you can download on your cell phone. Makes it super simple. Now, what I want you guys to do as you go through and create lists is I want you to really kind of establish, prioritize what's got to happen on your list. And then I want you to set dates, okay? I want you to set dates of the month. Literally, right out beside it, I'm going to get this done by Thursday. I'm going to get this done by Tuesday. I'm going to get this done by Friday the 18th. I'm going to get whatever the dates are. Joseph Lee, if you like Evernote, use Evernote. It doesn't matter to me. What I'm trying to help you understand is this is a task management software. the softwares that I just recommended to you. So you want to take your list and you want to place it into one of these different softwares. So if I had a list of, say, 10 things to do, essentially what I could do is I could go into Asana and I could assign myself a task. I have to pick up the kids at school at 3:30 today. Simple enough. You can obviously set yourself a reminder. Something more industry specific. I have to be at inspection this date. I have inspection this date. I have this date. I have this date. And what that's going to do is it's going to take that old style list that you have. Now, I still like the old style list, but it's going to take that old list that you have. It's going to bring it into a text space, and it's going to assign these tasks to you. Cool enough. It's going to allow you to assign tasks in your business to other people. If you have an assistant, it's going to allow her to assign daily tasks to you that have to get done. What you guys are going to realize is that you don't actually have that much work to do on a daily basis. Does anybody know, and I'm speaking real estate specific right now, does anybody know on average how many hours the most successful agents in the world work? Most successful real estate agents in the country. How many hours a day do they work? How many hours a week? Not very many. How many hours are you working right now? 40, 60, 80, right? Why do you think that is? This is always so fun to do webinars like this because I know the answers and you guys don't, but I'm not trying to like upset you, but it is funny. It's fun. Every day but Sunday. 60 to 80 hours. Okay. My guess is that you're not actually working 60 to 80 hours a week. I want you to take stock in your time. How much of that's spent on social media, just not doing anything? How much of that's spent in the YouTubes, searching funny videos? How many of that's distracted by some funny Facebook video? Like, seriously, how much time is not meant actually working? Like, yeah, you don't have to work 60 to 80 hours a week. You don't. Not in the real estate industry. Not even as a marketer. Not pretty much any business. Like, you cannot like sit here and tell me truthfully that you're actually working 60 to 80 hours a week. It's just not. It's not how it goes down. I don't even work 60 to 80 hours a week. I don't, nor do I need to. And I'm building a huge company. Get real with yourself. That's another thing that you can do right here, right now, and understand that like it's freaking okay that you don't work 60 to 80 hours a week. It's okay that you don't. And like you're not. So stop telling people that you are, because it's not a truth. It's all of you just typed like 60 hours in here, and I know for a fact you don't work 60 hours a week. There's nobody that I know besides Gary Vaynerchuk that's freaking working 60 to 80 hours a week. Like, it's just a fact. And you guys can argue with me, but I don't see anybody doing so in the comment section. And it's cool. I'm not here to judge you 100%. This is a safe place. I'm here to help like solve the problem. Yeah, but Gary V isn't human. That's kind of true. What I want you guys to understand is that you don't have to work 60 hours a week, nor do you have to create the perception that you're working 60 to 80 hours a week. I don't know who you guys are talking to, who you're trying to like kid yourselves with. I don't know what family member needs to see you freaking hustling 60 to 80 hours a week. Like, come on, let's be like human beings here. Why are you telling people that you're working so much when you're not? When you're scrolling Facebook, why do you feel the need to create that perception that you're hustling hard? Is it so clients will like you? Clients would rather see an organized dude rolling up with a big business, I promise, or a girl. So your husband will clean the house for you. Most honest excuse I've ever heard. scrolling Facebook is AKA marketing. Yeah. No, it's not. Like, look, guys, it's cool. Like, and I'm a broken record. I say stuff over and over and over and over and over again, but I really want to drive home points. It's cool that you don't work 60 hours a week. Like, honestly, here's a question that I want you to ask yourself right now. And you can even write this down. As you go through your life and business, mainly business, do I want to be, in capital letters, do I want to be my business? Or do I want to own my business? Okay? Really important question that you need to answer for yourself right now. And you can answer in the comments section. That's really cool. Do you want to be your business? Or do you want to own your business? The biz is owning me. Right. So from a business standpoint, then, it's advantageous of you to understand it's like you're a business owner and you're not. You are the business, right? Currently, if you stop, the business stops. You want to know the biggest problem in real estate? Consistency. You want to know the biggest problem in business? Consistency. Do you know why most people don't have consistency? Because they are their business. And if they stop, the business stops. I don't say this to brag in any way, shape, or form. Please know this 100% from the bottom of my heart. I'm a very humble person. I do not say this to brag. I just say this to help you understand the possibility of what can happen in your own business. Okay? I got married April. Okay? April 3rd. Went on a second. Went on the honeymoon 3rd through the 10th. Okay? I did not pick up my phone. I picked it up a few times, but it was just to check my business reports. I didn't have to talk to anybody. I didn't have to do anything. Okay? Again, not saying this to brag. And we brought in $40,000. 1 week. Okay? 1 week. Didn't touch my business, but guess what? It kept going without me, right? It kept going without me because I was able to put really simple systems in place to help the business run so that I didn't have to run it. So you guys, you have to shift your mindset right here. And this is a huge part of getting organized as a business owner. Do you want to be your business or do you want to own your business? I don't want a business that's dependent solely on me. My business grows every day. We brought in 7 new, I think 5 or 6 new real estate agents today into one of our social programs. Marketing was automated. Sales was not me. It was automated from the sales team that was working on the business. Like, look, guys, these people are put in place in your business to help you grow so that you don't have to do it. So stop thinking about, I got to do this and 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 this. I got to do all the things so that I make all the money. That's not how business really works, unless you want to be a small business owner, unless you want to keep doing all the things. But I know people that handle 100 real estate contracts a year and don't have an assistant. They have systems. Okay? So who do you want to be? Do you want to be the person that you have been, right? Or do you want to be the person that can step away and breathe, take a vacation every month, take a vacation every quarter, and build an actual business? This is huge, right? You're not in a job anymore. This is yours. And you can either be it or you can own it. Can't do both. I mean, you can, but it's not what you want. So when you're looking through that list, okay, we're looking through that list and we're getting it into a software that really helps us gain visibility on what our business is doing. If you have a software that's sending you a reminder, hey, you have to do this today, you have to get these 10 things done today, how simple does that make it? It's like having an assistant right there in your business, but it's a software that's free, okay? The next thing that I want you to look at, and I think I want to take a step back here for a second, I want you to understand what your time is worth, okay? I want you to understand what your time is worth. So I'm going to take just a step back, and I'm going to give you guys a formula for understanding what that is. So I want you to take your revenue for the last 30 days, last 60 days. You can even take like the last year. Hey, the last year I did 100K, or the last 30 days I did, $20,000, the last whatever. What is that number for you? Last 30 days, last year. And then I want you to divide it by the hours you worked. I know that's like a great formula. It's really simple, but how much money did you bring in, and how many hours did you work to bring that in? And I'm not talking about the 60, 80 hours that you worked. I'm talking about how many hours did you work, real work, to get that stuff brought in. So you made 100K last month. I'm just talking about a month. And you worked 40 hours. Simple math. And I want you to post your number. How much is your time worth per hour in the comments section? And again, this is a safe place here, guys. Don't feel like anybody's going to judge you because you make too much or you make too little. Just don't do any of that, okay? We're cool here. How much do you value your time per hour? We got 500. Thank you, Don. I appreciate you. 150. Doug, minimum wage. I don't believe you, Doug. Couple of grand, nice. Very nice. Martha, 200, 98, 35, 250, 150, 175, 700. Okay, cool. Cool. Now, this is where it gets like painful. You guys should all understand what your time's worth, all right? Now, if you make $100 an hour and you spend 20 hours a week on Facebook, how much money are you stealing from yourself? Right? Now, let's get down to the real questions. You have a list, right? You have set tasks. My wife gets upset at me constantly because I ain't mowing the freaking grass. I promised myself I would never mow a yard ever again. I'm not doing the dishes. I'm not doing the laundry. I'm not cleaning the house. I don't do a lot of stuff. I don't typically, I do actually enjoy cleaning my cars. I don't know why, but not cars, my car. I have one vehicle. Don't want to go douchebag on you guys real fast. I can bill my time out personally, right, at $1,000 an hour last I checked. And this was like 3 months ago. Last I checked, it was $1,000 an hour. If I go spend 2 hours cleaning, I just robbed $2,000 from my family. If I spend 50 to 60 hours a week setting up Facebook ads, how much salary am I taking? $40,000, $50,000 a week? Are you kidding me? Now, I know that we have a lot of real estate agents on here, so I'm going to go really real estate specific. A lot of you handle contracts on a monthly basis, and you spend 20 hours a week, or maybe a file, 20 hours of file, let's say. So if you spend, even if you only spend 10 hours a file, how much are you billing out per file? Now, you got to think of this like a business person. Don't think of like, oh, I got to save the money, I got to save the money, I got to save the money, because you're actually costing yourself a fortune. If you're worth $500 an hour, I think most real estate agents claim that they're worth around $400. If you spend $500 an hour and you spend 10 hours at $500 an hour, that's $5,000 that you took from yourself during the course of that file. Does that make sense? Type yes if you guys are understanding my logic here. If you hired a transaction coordinating company that charges you $300 a file, you turned around and net brought $4,700 back into the business. Does that make sense to everybody? Everybody understanding what I'm saying here? Everybody picking up what I'm putting down? There are, if you can bill your time out, and I'm repeating because somebody asked me, if you can bill your time out at $500 an hour and you spend 10 hours handling some contract, that's $5,000 that you've taken from yourself. That's time you've allocated. That's $5,000 that's gone. If you hired a transaction coordinating company, I'm speaking real estate specific, that charges $400 a file, then you made money. You saved yourself $4,600. Okay. I want you to look at your list. Look at your organizational list. What are things that you can allow somebody else to do that's actually going to save you money? Not because it's saving you money that like, oh, I got a coupon and I'm going to go buy something, so on and so forth. But like, you spent 1 hour instead of 10, thus you saved $4,500. I want you to understand this, right? Because that's what your time is worth. There is so much about your business that you can allow somebody else to do. Now, here's the cool thing. If you can reallocate the 10 hours that you were going to spend on that contract to revenue generating activities like building relationships, nurturing leads, selling, guess what? Your time value goes flies off the handle. I was handling all of my own sales for my business, and I had a million things to do, right? Because I was the assistant, I was the bookkeeper, I was the accountant, I was the attorney, I was this person, that person, this person, that person, this person. Plus I had 12 sales calls a day that all took an hour apiece, right? You can imagine I got really short with people. If you've ever been on the phone with me, if you've ever been on the phone with me, I'm going to call you on your shit like that. And that's just the end. So if we were on a sales call and you gave me an objection, get the hell out of here. I don't need this. I don't need this in my life. Click, hang up, next. Obviously my sales weren't great. They were good because, but they weren't great. Guess what happened when I let go of sales? Just like, all right, I'm not going to do sales anymore. Within the first month, my sales increased 800%. Okay? Are you kidding me? 1 month, 30 days, let somebody else do it, and my business blew through the roof. Okay? You, as we sit here today, are the bottleneck for your business. And this is a hard pill to swallow. Really hard pill to swallow. It's like one of those gigantic pills that you don't want to take, that you have to. It's like my pre-workout pills. These things are freaking like gargantuan. It's like the size of my pinky. You're the reason your business isn't growing the way that it could and the way that it should. You're the reason that the business isn't doing what it's supposed to be doing. You're the reason that you don't have the consistency. You're the reason that you're always stressed out. You're the reason that you feel like you're freaking hustling all day when you're just cruising Facebook. You're the reason that you're restricting that flow to your business. Now, when you're trying to build a business, one of my favorite quotes from Warren Buffett, you should build your company so that it can be ran by a monkey, because hopefully one day it will be. And it was all of that to say, you want to build a business that's so simple that anybody could run it. Didn't need you to survive. And this comes with putting systems in place. Now we're in a situation, in a scenario, which is amazing, where we get to leverage so much technology that it's insane. We have access to virtual assistants. We have access to all of these things that like essentially remove the duty from us. Really, really, really stupid simple. If you're a real estate agent right now and you're handling your own contracts, stop now. It's 4:44 on September the 8th, 2016. Cut it out. There are transaction coordinators that you can pay $300 a file, $400 a file. Yeah, don't don't handle your own file from contract close. Let a transaction coordinator do that. Pay them $400 post-closing. Are you freaking kidding me? Post-closing, you don't even have to pay the bill till the thing closes. And you got all that time back. So when you understand your value per hour, how much money did you guys just save yourselves by letting somebody else handle the file? Seriously, it's simple math. You guys don't have to post it in the comments section. Write it out on your piece of paper. Understand the value of your time, okay? And understand where it's best spent. And I want you to ask yourself this question. Every time you sit down to do something for the next week, is this a revenue generating activity? Is this a revenue generating activity? Is this freaking cat video that's making me laugh my freaking pants off right now a revenue generating activity? No. Okay? So stop telling people to freaking hustle grind, or that you are whatever, that you're freaking 10x in your life when you're scrolling Facebook. It's fake. You don't have to tell people that. Like it's a point of like freaking pride. Like, yeah, I got a business that doesn't need me. People start paying attention when you start talking like that. Everybody's out there hustling. Well, you got a business that's printing $10,000 a week and you don't have to do anything? Hey, Amy, how in the hell do you do that? I want to recreate those results in my life. People start looking at you like, what? Warren Buffett can't make me the type of return that I make on myself right now. Greatest financial mind in the history of planet Earth, at least the one that is out there in the spotlights. Richest man in the world can't make me a better return on my money than I can right now on my own, on myself. Guys, I know my time. I know what my time is worth. Holy crap, we've been on here for 45 minutes. I've only talked about one thing. Understand your value, and then understand how much money you're taking from yourself. My broker told me I can't farm that out. I was going to use husband, who is government contract specialist, to write contracts. Martha, go find a different broker. Don't let people cuff you. You know, your broker's old school, and you have to understand these are signs. When somebody says, don't market your business online, that's a sign. That's not a good one. When somebody says, don't leverage yourself, that's a sign. Not a good one. All of these things that I'm telling you guys to do is so that you can build more relationships. Most of you are real estate agents on here. And guess what? If your business is running without you, what do you have time to do? You've got time to sit there on Facebook for 3 hours, either because you want to or because you're prospecting. You have time to go sit at Starbucks for 2.5 hours with your little cool sign that says, hey, I'm a realtor, stop and talk to me. Please, I hope nobody's on here doing that. But like, you have time to do anything that you want. It should be like gratifying that you don't have to freaking work as hard as everybody else and you're making 5 times revenue. Start thinking like a business owner. Start thinking like a CEO, not just an agent. You guys want to be up above the clouds so that you can reach down and move these certain parts of your business. The way, like when you gain the visibility of everything going on, man, how much easier does it get? But when you're down there in the shit, forgive my language, but like seriously, when you're down there in it, you can't see anything. You don't know what's going on. You don't have visibility. You don't have clarity. You don't understand what you have to do. You're unorganized, and you're losing your freaking mind. Understand what your time's worth and get that stuff back and focus on revenue generating activities. Playing Facebook or playing on Facebook or Instagram or Pinterest or Snapchat, unless you're using those things to build more relationships so that you can grow a business, during the day, you're just wasting time. And you understand what I'm saying right now. You don't have to work 8 hours a day. Real estate has been around for decades. Remember what I said in the beginning of this training? There are 2 principles, business and marketing, foundational principles, guiding principles, core values of these things that have never changed. Hey, guess what? They've been building real estate businesses for a long time. Long time. Guess what? It's pretty damn easy at this point. Guess what? There's been a million people do it before you. So stop trying to make it so hard. It's not like we're trying to, and forgive me, cure cancer here. This is really hard, something that's a lot of people can't do. It's not like we're trying to solve the world's toughest math equation. It's not like we're writing code to build apps, okay? This stuff is actually really easy. We're in a relationship-based business. All we have to do day in and day out is build relationships. So don't look at your business and say, I have to get this done and 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 this done. I would imagine a lot of the work that you guys are attempting to do is contract work, and that can be sourced for $300 a file. Get your time back so you can spend it prospecting or spend it with your family or do whatever the hell it is that you want to do, but stop wasting it. Your time is more valuable than that. So understand how much of it you're giving away, how much money you're stealing from your family, how much money you're robbing of your business. Sorry, but I did come here to knock you all over the head and say, wake up, like seriously. I had to come to the same realizations that you guys have hopefully come to by this point. And I've only talked about getting organized. I did talk about time management, and that's something that we can kind of move into understanding your time's value. I think a lot of people are caught in this movement, like, I need to manage my time better. I want you to tell me, like right now, anybody in the comments section, does anybody have that figured out yet? Is everybody here a good time manager? Like, if you are, raise your hand. Like, that's cool. No such thing. Horrible. No. I want you guys to write this down. Number 1 rule of time management. Time management is bullshit. It doesn't exist. It was a marketing ploy to sell you guys some more books. It doesn't exist. It's not real. It's a fugazi. It's fake. Right? Time management isn't real. It's not. So stop trying to manage your freaking time. You're in the real estate industry where, like, it's a pop-up business. Like, I got a call. Oh, crap. I got to go sell $1 million property. I don't got time to do whatever the hell else it was I was trying to do. Time management isn't real. So stop trying to manage your time. Like, it's cool, guys. Like, we're done. We don't have to manage our time anymore. It's over. That chapter of our lives is finished. Don't forget the number 1 rule of time management. Can everybody say it? I can see most of your faces. Just say it with me. The number 1 rule of time management is bullshit. Amy, I didn't hear you say it. I saw you smile, but you didn't say it. Look, guys, it's cool. Like, I'm not going to judge you. It's over. Like, it's done. But remember this rule, okay? Invest in the moment that you're in. Okay? Invest in the moment that you're in. This is bullshit. Invest in the moment that you're in. Okay? If you're at work, if you have that list, that 5-10 hours, just knock it out and realize that you probably can get it done in less than 2 hours. Your workload that's so heavy, you got all of this stuff that you got to do, you can knock it out in an hour. Fact. It's not fiction. If you will just very simply invest, put your freaking nose down and invest in the moment that you're in. If you have to get the work done, get it done. Don't walk into the office and pick up Facebook. Unless you're going to post that you got to get your work done, then put the damn phone down and get your work done. Like, seriously. If you're with your children, how gratifying is it to be able to invest in that moment and enjoy the hell out of it? If you're with your client, bro, my attention's on you. It's me and you right now. You're the only thing that's important to me right now because of what we're about to do. This is the largest purchasing decision you're ever going to make in your life. You have my attention. Put systems in place to handle people that reach out and communicate with you. Auto text responders, freaking a voicemail. I'm showing a house to a client right now. Please text me. If you need something urgent, you can contact this person. Invest in the moment that you're in. This is one of the number one rules, besides the first rule. Number 2 rule, just simply invest in the moment that you're in. A great book for you guys is going to be The 4-Hour Workweek by Timothy Ferriss. This book is going to drive home a lot of points that I've made. And it's where I got a lot of great information. You don't actually have that much to do on a weekly basis. You just don't. You can't sit here and tell me that you do. We're all in agreement. It's cool. We don't have to lie to each other. Like, it's just the facts. You don't have that much stuff to do. This is real estate. It's relational. You want your job to be building more friendships. Like, how cool is that? The name of the book is The 4-Hour Work Week. Nope, sorry. I don't know why that's auto set to do that. Okay. You guys don't have that much stuff to do. And most of your minutia, the detail stuff, can be outsourced to people that are willing to be paid post-closing. There is no reason for you to try and do everything in your business. And the simple like, hey, I'm going to do everything in my business. I'm hustling hard. I'm blue. Like, that's actually killing your bottom line. Killing it. Like with a dagger, like in the heart. You are going to be blown away at what happens to your business when you start leveraging yourself out of it. Blown away. Okay, I'm going to do like a quick Q&A. We've already been on here for an hour, which is crazy. If I get going on a rant, I'm going to go. Like, we're going to do it. If you look in your phone, Paul Myers, there's typically some auto response text notifications that you can set. At least I thought there was. Or you can write yourself a templated. You can write yourself a templated message. Like, if you get a text, like, boom, copy, paste. I'm with a client. I will message you ASAP. If this is an emergency, please, say so. 100%. Q&A. Let me jump in here. I got 2 more major topics I want to hit you guys with. Okay, we've talked about getting organized. And like, look, guys, it took me years to solve these problems. Okay, years. I can't necessarily give you years of information in an hour. It's just not necessarily possible. But I am going to keep going, and I'm going to keep giving you like pounds and pounds and pounds of great information. Yeah, so organization tools, Asana, Trello, Todoist. Those tools will get you insanely organized. No joke. I want to talk to you guys about communication really quickly. How many of you are great communicators? Yes, no, maybe so. Like, maybe a little bit, not a lot. At times, I do okay. I could be better. Yay, a touch. I wouldn't say great, but I do well. Good. Best on phone. Written, yep. Verbal, no. Fair to Midland. All right, good, sir. Not so much. I'm a great talker. Awesome. Okay. When we start where we started, which is just getting organized, one of the things that you guys should seek out daily is mental clarity. Okay? Mental clarity. This alone will help you communicate. I believe that A, sales solves all problems. B, communication literally solves everything. Okay? Communication literally solves everything. 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 How do you achieve mental clarity? I'll have to go into it in a second, but it starts with understanding what you have to get done, just getting it all out there. So then it's no longer trapped in your brain. You're like, I'm serious. You guys go out and write your list. You're literally going to feel like a relief on your shoulders. Like it's intense. The Headspace app, cool. It's a great app. Understanding what you have to get done will help solve a lot of your communication issues. So typically what happens when you're working 60 to 80 hours a week is that you feel or you have zero patience for communication. Somebody asks you a question, I'm going to give you the short answer. How many of you have done that in like the last 24 hours? Question. Yep. You get asked, and here's the thing. You guys get asked the same question like 50,000 times in a year. One thing that, if you ask my wife, if you ask me the same question twice, I'm done. I'm out of it. Like, nope, it's over. I can't take it. What? I already answered that. In the training, we're a training company, right? Like that's all we do is teach people how to grow their businesses. If you ask me the same question twice, it's like, oh my gosh, I already answered that. Like my time is valuable to me, not like because I can bill it out, but because like I love my freaking freedom. And if I got to spend 3 minutes answering the same question, there's no freaking way. Like get out of here. I don't want that life. Yeah, don't ask Grant something twice. We're gonna fight. Which is why, like, you see people in any of our groups that you may be in, when you guys ask a question, I'm like, well, what does the training say? What's the training say to do? Because we've been asked all the questions, right? We've been asked. You can't ask us questions that I don't have the answers to unless we're talking about new programs and new things. You've asked it. I recorded a video immediately. So a couple of softwares that I think that you guys would be very interested in. Have Voxer, Voxer. It's a great communication platform. Screencast-O-Matic. If you have a PC, Screencast-O-Matic allows you to record yourself, like if you want to go over a contract for somebody, it allows you to record like anything on your computer. And then if you have a Mac, Camtasia. Those are a couple of apps that will allow you to record your answer, record your question and answer, and then with Voxer, you can send people MP4 files that they can just play. With Screencast and with, with Screencast-O-Matic and with Camtasia, I'm going to type these. Hold on. Screencast-O-Matic, and somebody else typed Camtasia, and then Voxer. These all allow you to record and then upload. So I have to ask you guys, what is more professional? Okay, what is more professional? Somebody asks you a question and you give them a short answer. Okay. Or if somebody asks you a question and you send them a 5-minute video explaining in depth the answer to their question. Which is more professional? Video, 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 video. So what we can learn from this is that you can actually automate yourself out of a lot of the minutia detail in your business, right? If you guys will look at your business, like the past 2 months, okay? 2 months. You could probably right now, and you can do this if you want, on your notepad, literally, you could write out all the questions that you ever get asked, because you get asked them all the time. And you could create a video-based response that answers the question. Somebody asks you a question, boom, here's a link. Check this out. Hey, I'm right in the middle of something, but I did record this video to answer that question specifically. Check it out. Your client, here's what's really cool. Your client just got to spend 5 minutes with you. Okay? Think about that. We're in a relationship-based business, pretty much no matter what business we're in. Your client just got to spend 5 minutes with you. They got an in-depth explanation and answer to the questions that they had. Which is more professional? So instead of you taking 5 minutes to sit there and, oh my gosh, I got to answer this question again and again and again and again and again, you just get to fire off a link. Boom, done. They get to spend the time with you. They get to build more rapport, more relationship, like somebody just said, that helps establish you as the authority. And you got to spend the next 5 minutes doing whatever in the heck else it was that you were doing. Which is more professional. Jill, you can use your iPhone, but what I'm talking about, if you get asked a question and you record blah, 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 and then you send, you're going to have to continue to do that. Now, what you can do is you can take your iPhone, turn it sideways, just like this, and you can record your answer to the question, and then you can upload it to YouTube right from your phone, and then you have a link that you can consistently use. You can send them that link over and over and over and over and over again. Excuse me. You can send them that link over and over and over and over and over again. BombBomb is great if it stores the video, because what we want to help you guys do is we want to get to where you're only answering the question one time, and then you can continuously send links. Yeah. So if BombBomb does that, great. You can boom, record the video, send it off. Now here's the thing, don't use names in videos where you're answering questions, right? Because you say, hey Denise, blah, 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 well then you have to re-record the video. And it takes a little practice because at first it's kind of challenging, but getting used to that. But record yourself out of your business, right? That gets you out of the details. Does anybody in here know a company by the name of McDonald's? Anybody? You guys know McDonald's? What about Starbucks? Starbucks? Yeah? Pretty big companies, right? Does anybody know who Howard Schultz is? Howard Schultz is the founder and CEO of Starbucks. Yeah. Cool. So whenever you guys went to Starbucks within the last week, you had a barista. And no matter how bizarre your coffee order was, she knew how to make it, didn't she? Yeah. Now, by show of funny answers, how many of you think that the headset she was wearing, that Howard Schultz was telling her how to make that coffee? No? Not a chance. Simple systems, right? If you walk into a Starbucks and see somebody training, they're sitting at a laptop, watching a video, reading training. Those of you that struggle with delegation, Start taking the questions that your people are asking you and taking the extra 3 minutes and recording answers. It's not creating processes, it's documenting process. Gary Vaynerchuk came with a great video yesterday. It's not create, document. Just document the process. You're already doing it anyway. Take the extra 2 minutes to create the video, right? And then guess what happens? You don't have to do it again. And guess what else happens? Those of you that struggle with delegation issues, the people that you are delegating to now vividly understand how you like stuff done. And guess what? They're going to do it your way because they know verbatim how you want things accomplished. If you're struggling with delegation issues, it's a huge way to solve that problem. Recording training, it's easy. You're already going to be doing it. Actively document is one of the single greatest way to create systems and processes for your business. Because as you guys have, you get a client, buyer texts you on the phone today. Write it down. Buyer texts me. This was my response. This is how we respond to these types of inquiries. Seller calls me tomorrow. Blah, 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 blah. Write it down. Seller called and asked this question. This is how we answer these responses. Guys, it's simple. You're just actively doing what you're already doing. You're just writing it down while you're doing it. Attorneys document the last 3 minutes of their life moving forward. Oh, did this, got to document. Did this, need to document. Did this, need to document it. It takes a second to get used to, but what happens is you create the systems and the processes that will be your business. So then it's not necessarily just this is how a real estate business works. It's how my business works. It's how I service my clients. It's how we do things here. Okay? I can't be on the phone every day training sales guys. I can't be on the phone every day training people to learn how to market their business. It's impossible. We've got almost 500 clients. Can't do it. 500 clients though that can walk into the business every day and know that they have answers to their questions. Why? Because we pre-recorded a lot of the information that they needed. Because people have asked us questions and we documented the answers. And also I have some support staff. But I could bring on 1,000 clients tomorrow. My personal workload would not change. Okay? Does everybody kind of understand how simple that is in your own business? You're just actively documenting, you're actively creating the process that will make up your business. It's not like you have to go out and think, like you don't have to sit down and like, okay, now I got to create all these systems for my business. Where do I even start? No. Start with what's happening in your business and move through it. And eventually you're going to get through everything. Makes sense? Anybody have any questions from that little tidbit of conversation there? Cool. All right, so it's 5:15. We've been on here about an hour and 15 minutes. Let me check really quick. I think I had one more thing that I wanted to talk about. Oh yeah, this whole thing started because of doesn't take that long, especially when you start going, you start knocking stuff out. I'm just telling you to actively start with one thing. It doesn't take very long. Yes. Video processes for buyers and sellers. That's templated. Boom, 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 boom. Same process, just different application. This whole conversation started from communication. Some great apps to help you communicate in your business. Slack is one of the best. SLACK, slack.com. Slack, it allows you to set up individual channels for everybody in your business. Say you got like, you were going to sell the Newman house. Okay, you could create a Newman channel, and then every bit of dialogue about that specific property went right there in that channel. Questions, comments, concerns, videos, documents, everything is there, and it's all searchable and it's all saved. Your entire company gets access to it. It's a great way to, yeah, kind of like a forum read. It's a great way to bring everybody into one place and allow them to communicate at once. Like you guys know that we have like private Facebook groups for a lot of the people that, you know, we do business with. Some people have private Slack channels like for everything, because you can create an array of channels for an array of topics that are going to help you grow. It's a great app to help solve communication problems in your business. If you have one person in your business, it may not be like the best thing, right? Because you don't need to communicate with yourself. It's more of like the task-based softwares. But if you have 2 people in your business, if you have 3, 4, 5, it's a great place to bring everything into one place. Warren, it's good to see you too, brother. Definitely, for sure. So that's a great app. So, okay, look, guys, we've talked about organization. We've talked about video. We've talked about time and how time management is bullshit. We've talked about, what else we talked about? Go into the comment section right now and tell me what your greatest takeaway has been so far. We've talked about automation, buyer and sell automation. So we've talked about organization, we've talked about time, we've talked about video, and we've talked about automation in your business. Obviously, we haven't talked about CRMs, but that's one of the greatest ways to automate your business. Hold on, I'm losing it all. Folio is an app for Chrome and allows communication to be shared. It's a great app. Greatest thing I've heard in a long time is time management is BS. It is. Automation view of processes, being present, get automated. Want to own my business, not be my business. Invest in the moment you're in. Video documentation, process, questions, programs, automation, take action. I'm psyched to know time management's BS. Yeah, automation and lists have to go. Gotta go. It's the most important thing you could be doing right now. I actually can afford to leverage myself simply because I will make more money because I can. That was a huge shift for me to sit down and think of myself as a business owner and to assess a value to my time, to really understand how much money I was giving away. I just recently hired somebody to do all my video editing, and obviously that's gotten like way better than I was at it. That's the thing, is like when you spend 5 hours a week on something and then you bring somebody in that spends 40 hours a week on something, who do you think is going to do a better job? Not you, I promise. I was spending 3 hours a day editing video. Okay, that's $15,000 a week that I'm giving away of my time editing video. I was able to, that's $60,000 a month that I'm giving away my time editing video. Wait a second, something's not right. So I need to take a step back. Wait a second, for less than $3,500 a month, I can get a badass video editor in here. Oh, and I'm gonna have him do other things too. My business is rapidly changing because of it. If you guys have been following me over the last like 2 weeks, our video contents went from like bland to like, whoa, way better, way better. So that whole money thing, like that's really important. Shining a light on how much wasted time there is. Like, just be cool about it. Like, at the end of the day, you don't have to hustle grind your way to success, because you're not working 60 to 80 hours a week. Nobody that says that is. You're not literally working 60 to 80 hours a week. You are literally working 2 to 3 hours a week. You're just saying that you're doing the rest. Just focus that 2 or 3 hours and you'll get everything done. And then go spend time with your family. Like, be cool about it. Like, I don't actually have to work that much. What if you don't have the funds to delegate? Any tips? Just got to grind. Cool. Like, setting up systems and processes, it's work in the beginning, but it's the work that you do in the beginning that will help you reap the reward on the back end. If you don't have the sales, guess where you need to be spending your time? Selling, not doing something else, right? Um, yeah, yeah, David, you remember me in the early days. um, so if we look at the minutia details, you guys don't need to build brand. You guys don't need to do this. You don't need to fill in the blank. Because in all honesty, I don't know that everybody on here has brand money. 10, 15, $20,000 a month to spend to know that eventually it's going to pay off. Like, you need sales in your business. You don't need brand in your business. Sales, brand is irrelevant. I didn't even name my company till it was 7 months old, and I had already done 6 figures. It's like, oh, I guess I better make a thing out of this because it's real, right? When everybody else has always told you, get the business cards, build a website, do this, do this, do this, do this, all that stuff that's irrelevant, it's all shiny objects that don't matter. If you don't have the money, and you're a marketer, you're a real estate agent, you're blah, blah, fill in the blank, your time needs to be 100% dedicated to revenue generating activities. And that's it. That's 100% it. You need to wake up every day looking for business, looking for money that's going to go into your bank account, whether it's today or it's 30 days from now. It does not need to be minutia details of contracts. If you don't have money and you're a real estate agent, hire a transaction coordinator, because you don't even have to pay them till post-closing. And then you get 20 hours back from that file that you can spend on revenue generating activities. Huge lesson, huge lesson. If we don't have funds now, we will, if we just automate. LiPo. I have not been able to hire an assistant because I don't have the time to train her. Full of shit. Yes, you are. I only said it because you said it. I'm sorry, I'm just kidding. I said it earlier. If you guys, and here's a great way to think about this. If you guys are working in a real estate business right now and you don't have the money, you don't have the capital to hire an assistant, here's a great way to think about this. You can get an amazing assistant for like $2,000 a month. Literally, to sit in your office. I have an amazing assistant for less than $2,000 a month, $2,500 a month. You can get an amazing person to be in your office, less than $2,500 a month. If you don't have that capital now, here's a great way to think about it. Okay, hire a transaction coordinating company. Okay, you're going to spend $300 to $400 per file. They're going to take over most of your admin duties. Okay, now when you get to where you're doing 5 or 6 transactions a month, what's the math? It's about the same. When you're doing 5 or 6 transactions, you can relinquish that duty from a transaction coordinator and you can rededicate it to a full-time assistant. That money created itself from your business. You didn't have to raise it. You didn't have to like dig into the pocket. That's money that was created from the company that you can take and reallocate from transaction coordinator to assistant. You can very, very easily just shift your funds. And that's one amazing way to raise money, to create the money, to pay an assistant to be in your business. Giving us permission to change our perception of success. More hours does not equal success. You mentioned that there was a couple apps, Slack, and then you trailed off. I think Slack, Asana, Trello, Todoist. There's a few others. I don't remember all of them that I put out. Okay, guys, we've spent a lot of time together. We've spent a lot of time together. And kind of like I was saying a little bit ago, I've been in business now. I started a business when I was 19. I started a business really, really young. I've learned all of my lessons through failure and through success. I've had massive sides of both. And I can't honestly go through 7 years of amazing lessons in an hour and a half. If it's cool with you guys, I do have something that I'd like to share with you guys. It's an opportunity where we can work longer term together, kind of permanently in a group. I want to share you guys a new thing that we've just released that it's something that I'm incredibly pumped about. I think a lot of you probably heard me when I was kind of boosting up this event. I was talking about Lauren Taylor, and Lauren was making over $250,000 a year in her business, and she was ready to walk because it really had trapped her. She was the business. So she was doing the whole 40, 60, 80 hours a week thing. She wasn't spending any time with her family. She was waking up in the morning and she was taking off running and she was running right back into her bed. And we were able to sit down with Lauren and give her a lot of information that we gave you guys here tonight. And then we were able to go a lot deeper into conversation and give her like actionable advice. And Lauren was able to essentially, she now works like less than 20 or 30 hours a week in a real estate company. Can anybody guess what happened to her business? Just take a wild guess in the comments section. Anybody guess what happened to Lauren's business when she got out of it? Yes. Yes. She went from doing almost $250,000, over $250,000 a year, to now she's doing like 6 figures a month. And like your productivity can dramatically increase if you will do less work in your business. And that's a crazy thing to try and sit here and contemplate and sit here and understand. I think some of you might get it. You might have been able to make that mental shift, but you're actually the reason that your business isn't growing the way that you want to. You are the reason that you don't have the consistency that you want to. You're the reason that you don't get to spend as much time with your family. Like, there's a lot of things that if you guys can make that mental shift and realize that you're the reason these things are happening and step out of the way, it's incredible. It's incredible what can happen to your life and your business. Everything can just 10x with less effort. And that's the cool thing about the real estate industry. It's the cool thing about most industries. People get into business because they want to be a business owner, and they just end up becoming their business. And if they stop, the business stops. And it's just, that's not how it actually works. And so what I want to, I haven't read that more. What I set out to do is I set out to bring training to the table that could shift that for you guys hard. Most of you, we already do business. We already work together in some capacity, whether it's training, business training, whatever it is, Facebook, social training, marketing training. One of the things that you guys, I think, know is that whenever I put stuff out, I deliver. And we've done that here again with our newest program. So what we have, guys, is a new program that we've created. It's called the Organized Agents. It's an amazing little thing that we've put together where we teach you what we've taught you here tonight on a much deeper level. Like, I went deep with you guys, but it's only so much that I can give you on like an hour and a half call. And I could probably sit here for the next 8 hours and rant on stuff that you guys could do. But what I would like to do is I would like to permanently work with you. So we created the Organized Agents. And how we're going to release it is, this is it. Like, this is the release. Like, you get access, like you can get access to it like right now. What we are going to do is it's a 4-week course. And so literally it starts Wednesday the 14th. Wednesday the 14th, we would have our first live call. And then every Wednesday for 4 weeks, we're going to get on and we're going to have a live call. We're going to be on for an hour, 2 hours talking about stuff. And then every day in between, you are going to get homework, things that you can do, things that you got to do before we get to the training. And then you're going to have homework after the training. The goal here is to get you into a situation where you've essentially automated yourself out of your business so that you can focus on building a business instead of being your business. And the first week, let me pull up the thingy so I can list this off really quick. The first week, it's teaching you more in depth how to get organized, specifically tasks that you can do. So I know that I've and I tried not to do this, but it's easy to do when you have this much information, is I try not to say, do this, do this, do this. The organized agent is more specific. Step 1, do this. Step 2, do this. Step 3, do this. So trying to do it in an organized way, where you guys gain access, but we'll teach you that first week's call is going to be organizationally, kind of like the first 45 minutes of this call was what to do, how to do it specifically. These are the steps that you need to be taking to accomplish this goal. Yeah, for sure. And then week 2 is communicating in your business. Guys, I told you that communication solves all problems. And so I'm going to teach you, sorry, I'm pulling this up so I can see both. I'm going to teach you how specifically to communicate like a machine in your business. And this stuff won't just translate like in your business. This stuff's going to come out in your personal life too. You're going to get so much more organized. You're going to be able to communicate so much better with the people that are around you. It's not necessarily specific to real estate agents. A lot of it's real estate driven. But again, a business is a business, marketing is marketing, organization is organization. And so a lot of the stuff that we're taking, you will be able to directly apply to any business. And then the third week's call is going to teach you how to work less and make more. Like, we're going to go into specific things that you guys should do to start cutting things out of your workload so that you can decrease the amount of time that you're actually working, and you can increase your revenue, that's like the fun part, right? And then again, throughout the week before the calls, you get homework before the videos and you get homework after the live training. And then the final week's call is going to teach you, essentially, it's that last step towards automating your business. So how to bring in the video stuff, how to specifically, what specific steps to take to essentially like step out and be like up here looking down so that your business essentially runs itself. And that's something that we want to help you guys do. If you just understood what could happen to your life and business if you kind of just stepped out of the way and let it go. Have any of you ever shaken up a Coke bottle that had a cap on it? You sit there and shook it up and you were like, oh, thank goodness I got the cap on it because nothing's going to happen, right? We want to help you like take the cap off. Like, that's a really simple way to look at this. Right now, you're the cap for all the explosive growth that could be happening in your business. And we want to pull you out of that so that you don't have to deal with that anymore. Everybody that joins this program tonight, is going to get permanent access. Sorry, I had a message. You're going to get permanent access. Take the cap off and add some Mentos. Yeah. You're going to get a membership site. As the training is finished, you will get access to the membership site, which means you'll get a login. You get to come into the site, learn everything. That site will be finished as we finish all the calls. And then you're going to get access to a private Facebook community. So if you already work with me in some capacity, you know that we provide you a Facebook group that you can ask questions, engage, mastermind with other people, and you're going to get that same thing. So you get permanent access to the organized agents. You get permanent access to understanding what you need to do, how you need to do it, how you can grow your business. Guys, it's like we're coaching you for like a fraction of the cost or the investment. So you guys, those are the specifics. 4-week course, a lot of homework in between, a lot of step-by-step strategic things that you guys, our goal is to help you get in your business with you and then help you get out of it. You get permanent access to the membership site as soon as it's finished, and then you get permanent access to the private Facebook group where you get to engage and interact with people all over the country that are going through these programs and help people, put on. We haven't decided on events and stuff like that. I don't know that we're necessarily put on a lot of events for this program. I think this is more just organized structure. It's a lot of stuff that can really be done virtually. But there's going to be a lot of hand holding because we're all kind of working through this together. It is really simple to do, but we want to make sure that you're doing the freaking work, because you're not going to gain any benefit, by not. So I think the last question on everybody's mind is the investment, right? What is it? How much? Hold on. How much is it to get into the program? So I've started this program lower than I've started any program ever. So it's a one-time investment of $986. Now, if money is an issue, we did create a payment plan. So if you need help with that, what you guys can do is you can go, I'm sending the link into the comments section right now. It's theorganizedagents.com. You guys can go and you can sign up for the program right now, and I'll immediately start adding you guys to the Facebook group, Facebook community, and we'll be able to start rocking and rolling. You guys will be able to start asking questions. Again, the group will kind of officially take off Wednesday next week. But you will start getting homework within the next couple of days. A lot of list building, a lot of stuff taking place, showing you guys how to do things. So the investment in the program is $986. As soon as we get to 100 members, which will not take very long, the program price is going to double. And I think that if anybody's been on here and you know me, when I say the price is going to go up, it's going to go up. I definitely keep complete integrity with myself. I would imagine that this price, being that this program is now released, we're sending it out there to people. We'll hit 100 members within the next couple of weeks. The calls every week, I think we put down that they're going to be at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. They will be recorded as well. So if you are in the group and you want to make sure that you don't miss the calls, you don't have to worry about anything because all the calls are recorded. And then you get us as live support in the group, so that you can ask questions, so on and so forth. So if you go through and you watch the call and then you have questions, you can actively ask them in the group. You will have support staff like you guys have probably had if you've been a part of any of our other programs. You will have support staff. We're early in the stages of this program, so I will be in the program a lot, answering questions, putting out content, daily stuff. I think and hope that you guys know the level of support that I try and give, especially if I know that there's an issue, know that there's problems, things of that nature. So this is an amazing thing, and I'm pumped about it. I said when we got started, this webinar would be unlike anything that you might have ever been on. I hope that this is one of the most valuable trainings you've ever been a part of. It's not a lot of trainings that you get to get on for free and instantly get information that's going to increase your productivity 50% minimum just by putting a couple of systems and processes in place. So when you go to invest in this program, which I think some of you have started doing, which is amazing, is when you go to invest in this program, literally for less than $1,000, you guys are getting information that's going to help you 10x your investments fast, because it's going to take effect immediately. With some lead generation things, with some other things, sometimes it takes a little time because you have to build that stuff up. Everything that you're going to go through is stuff that you get to put in place now that's going to start increasing the production immediately. We'll see you later tomorrow. A lot of the stuff that you've got happening, it's results now. It's not like you got to wait for all this stuff to take effect. We're going to immediately jump in and help you increase your production, get your time back, help you understand how to automate yourself out of your business so that you can grow in ways that you've always wanted to without working your fingers to the bone, so to speak. And I think that's, yeah, you guys have seen a smile on my face since I've kind of talked about this. Like, it's a freaking beautiful thing to be able to help somebody increase their production, get their time back so they can start dedicating more of it to their family, to help them start doing, you know, everything that they've kind of ever dreamed. If you're still on this training, one of the things, and a welcome to a few of you that have taken access. Yeah, Brian, welcome to you, brother. There's a few others that have taken advantage of this. The cool thing, if you're still on here, one of the things that I want you to do is I want you to remember this date, and then I want you to think right now, 90 days from now. So let's see what the date is. So September, October, November, December. Well, that's December 8th. Either December 8th or January 8th. You know, obviously you have to decide which is best for you and your family. I want you to pick a vacation destination. I think, I don't know if everybody got the email before this, but I did ask you to identify where's somewhere that you've wanted to go, where's somewhere that you've wanted to be, so on and so forth. So what I want you to do right now, if you're still watching this, is I want you to identify a vacation spot, a vacation location that you and your family have always wanted to go. And December 8th or January 8th, I want you guys to book the trip. And I want you guys to understand, like, it's our goal to make sure that everything is put in place in your business so that you can go on your vacation. A, you can happily afford it. B, your business will run itself while you're gone. And so 3-day vacation, 5-day vacation, whatever you want to do. So this is going to be a really fun part of what we do, because everybody we've been able to work with to help them get organized in their business. Thanks, David. We'll see you, buddy. Everybody that we've been able to work through has been able to start vacationing once a quarter, has been able to we've got clients that vacation every month, but I want you guys to set a date, the December 8th or the January 8th, somewhere in that time frame. Understand that, you know, it's our commitment that you, if you can do the work and do everything that you're supposed to do, need to do, you'll be able to go on that vacation and your business will run itself. All right, look, guys, there's a few of you that have jumped in here, and proud of you guys. This was a great training, a lot of fun, a lot of action, and a lot of great conversation. And so I want to thank you guys for hanging in here. We've been on here for a long time. Make sure that you took great notes. Make sure that you have everything that you need. Go to the site right now, order.theorganizedagents.com. Jump on, join the program. You're going to be added immediately to the Facebook groups. You actually should get some links in your email. If you don't, just let me know and I'll get you added. And the schedule, everything's in there. Like, everything you guys need, it's there. It's ready to go. And I'm pumped, ready to show you guys how to get organized in your life and business, ready to show you how to change things up. So if you guys enjoyed this training, please share your favorite parts of it out there on social media. Tag me in it. Would love to get some of that stuff going. Go to order.organizedagents.com right now. Join, and I will see you guys on the other side. Brian, I'll get it to you right now. I'll see you guys later. Peace.